Hey everyone, I'm Mike. Thanks for checking out the channel. About a week ago I did a segment called What's in the Box. In that video I had opened up a guitar kit that I had gotten from Temu, which was a Fesley guitar kit. I had previously done one of those a couple weeks ago where I did a comparison between a Box Gear DIY and a Fesley kit, show the difference, and on that one I pretty much kept all the parts except for the tuners. I put locking tuners on it. But I will say I had the original tuners on it for a while, and they were actually really nice, really tight, had kind of a nice, really stayed in tune, but I always like locking tuners. It's just easier for me to string. So that was all I changed on that guitar. This one I got for $65, and I said, I'm going to make a video on this one after I finish. And the only thing that's on this guitar that was from it is the output jack and the body. I painted this body silver, and then I put a gold over the top just to kind of make it look like old rusted kind of metal, where it just kind of like wore off. You see it, it's got that patina. I used a brass bridge that I had from an old guitar that I had loved this guitar that I had, but I redid a whole bunch of stuff and the bridge just didn't fit, so I had it sitting on my shelf and I was like, oh, I could use this for this guitar. Picked up this neck from Amazon. It was a McCanty neck. The first one was a little bit rough. It didn't have it was like the holes in the tuners weren't big enough. They were like 8mm size, even though the information for it said it had 10mm cut in for it so you could fit all tuners in it, but that wasn't the case. And it had some finish checking on the fretboard. And this neck, I will say, for $60, it looks great on here. It was kind of a pain to install. Not something I would probably go with again. I did another guitar where I used a Leo James neck, and that guitar neck was great. Popped right in. This one needed some adjusting, and the way they cut the nut and did it, this low E string is kind of low. If you pull it down, you can almost go off the fretboard because it's just a millimeter or two lower than where it should be. It's closer to the edge than I would like it. And the lower E string up here is a little bit down further. So it could be shifted a little bit. I tried to move the neck as much when I set it, but it wasn't it just didn't work that well. But it's definitely playable. I mean, it's not like any kind of problems. I'm not pushing the string off the edge. I mean, if you tried to bend it down, but why would you bend that high E down? It could be a little bit of a problem. And the truss rod doesn't adjust that well. It was a little bit difficult to get it to adjust, so the action's a little bit higher than I would like here, and I got the bridge kind of bottomed out. So I will probably loosen the strings on both the neck and put a shim in here just to make it a little bit easier so I can bring the bridge up, have a better feel for that. That'll be a pretty easy fix. But then I also added this pick guard in it, which was from Amazon, and it's an Alnico 5. It's got a wooden pickup with like these old brass kind of tuners. So it really fits the whole style of this guitar. I think the look after I painted it with the dark neck and this gold and silver and the pick guard with the wood scratch plate, I think it looks great. I mean, it looks really cool. Looks like a much more expensive guitar than what it was, because with all the parts and everything out the door, I'm about $180 into this, and this is a great guitar for $180. I mean, it plays, the sound is like killer on. I really like this. Yeah, it's a great feel, and just like with the previous guitar I had, I've put 4 of these pick guards in. 2 of them I had no issue, but the other ones, because I tried to squeeze them in, I probably knocked the cable loose, because this one, the neck pickup has nothing on it. I mean, the middle bridge has something, and then lower down has still works. These 2 work. So the next time I change the strings, I'll take this all apart and hook that neck pickup in. But the issue I said in the previous one is I don't ever play a neck pickup. If I was building all my guitars, I know other players that I'm friends with that just use a bridge pickup. You know, like you see the Tom DeLonge Strat where it's just a bridge pickup. So I'm a bridge player. Even on lead stuff, I'm not much of a lead player, more of a rhythm player. So I don't really ever use that pickup. So it's not imperative that I have it. And I'm not going to sell the guitar, so there's not a reason to hook it up. But I did pay for a pick guard with 3 pickups, so I will wire that up and put that on there so it works. And it's got like a reverse phase switch, like a coil tap, that won't work because I don't have this pickup in. So we'll see how that goes. But I wanted to show this guitar and show you what I did with it and say that I really like it. I think this is something that's an option, these Fesley guitars that are great for if you want to just work on a project, get something done. You know, you can make it by putting these parts in $100-something worth of parts. Probably would have went with the Leo James neck the next time, but those are about 80. So for about $200, you can build a super solid guitar. Like when someone says is something pro level, this would be considered to me almost pro level because you have the locking tuners on here. You have a much nicer pre-wired pickguard with 500K pots and just a whole better wiring system. And when most people talk about a guitar failing, they're talking about the switches, the electronics, things like that. So if you put better stuff in there, you're basically working with a great guitar. And I think this looks like a great guitar. I'm pretty happy with what I did with it. So I wanted to show you this, and that would lead me into my next segment, which I'm going to get into, which is what's in the box for the next video. And I'm going to get that box because that arrived today, and that will be my next video that I put up. So with the magic of editing, I'm going to cut over to where I have the new box. All right, let's check it out. All right, so this box right here arrived from Temu today, and this is it right here. So this segment of what's in the box will be this right here, which is the Tank G pedal. If you've been online, you've probably seen a lot of people review these. It's a portable multifunctional guitar effects pedal. It's kind of like got 3 or 4 different pedals, and you can switch it. It's got cab sims, and I guess you can do some captured tone stuff in it. So let's open this up, and I'll show you what it looks like. My handy dandy razor out. Don't cut myself with it, hopefully. Go. So we'll go apart. I will show you that. Here we have a little cable. I don't know what that is for. This is the charging cable, USB-C. These are kind of cool. There's 4 in here. I got to find all 4. Was a selling point to me is that it's got these little buttons that go on top of the metal buttons that you step on, the foot switches. So pull this out. I got 4 of those buttons right here. And this is the Tank G. Let's this down. It's built really well. It's a heavy kind of metal substructure. Well, structure, outer structure. And let's see if I can get this thing out of here. Yeah, this is it right here, the Tank G. So I'm going to learn how to use this thing right here. And we are going to do a video on this, and I could show you what it sounds like. I did a previous one where I did it was like a Pock Rock, it was called. That was like a small, like, mini pod thing. And that thing wasn't bad. It was great for what it was, a little $20 one. This is a more expensive item. These on Amazon, I believe, sell about $75, $80. I got this one on Temu for $55. And either place you're going to find it from, it's good. And I've read a lot of good things about these and reviews, and I've watched a couple videos where people really, really love these. So kind of excited to try it out. So let's do a video the next time, and I will bring this out, and we will see if it is any good. And I have a feeling it will be. All right, so I'll see you in the next video. And as always, music makes life better. And thanks for checking out the channel. Please like and subscribe for more content. I'm constantly posting stuff up. And as always, thanks for checking out the channel. Bye.